Welcome back to MoAre5 Ro32, the first game today between Slam and Feanor. You can see the drafting right now, you can see what civs were globally banned, picked, and then banned Aztecs and Turks. Let's go in the first game right now. To be honest, I'm casting this the second game. The first time I obviously screwed up, wrong settings. And we have Slam playing as the Spanish hero, going up to feudal age 27 population, and Feanor playing as the Slavs. Interesting picks. Let's see how these games are actually going. Start with Slam's map. He's got the main gold and the main stone forward, but very close. One mining camp enough, one really close to space, extra gold here close, and the second really close to space, the third gold actually forward outside, but not too far away. It's alright. Extra gold here, something that Slam will never find actually this game. Feanor is going to take it later on. This verdict forward, but close to space as well. Second gold for him, safe in the back, and the second stone, a little bit trapped, but also safe in the back. So Slam's map okay-ish, I guess. And we have Feanor going with archers, main gold for him forward. We have the second gold and the second stone outside, or technically this the third gold outside here. Extra berries, 2 deer. He lured in, I think, one left out, one really close to space, second really close to space. We have then the main stone and the second gold safe in the back, a little bit of space to boom, and Feanor will actually go for a little bit of a booming game. But not booming only, he's gonna have a good economy, and he's going for archers right now, so let's fast forward a little bit. Slam's castle age build order, FC build order, actually pretty strong, doing double predicts immediately in feudal age, usually at least. He did this game, and he's gonna have enough stone for a castle pretty much the second he hits castle age. And we do see Feanor moving forward with the villager siege workshop, archers on the way, and +1 is done. Both are coming in from Slam, crossbow on the way from Feanor. I don't think he did do both, so I'm not sure. And maybe Feanor planned to go with the siege tower hub, but in the end it's gonna be mangonels here, because Slam got that castle up, Conquerors, and Feanor knows about that. So the first mangonel on the way, Conquerors moving out to find this scout. I think it's going out to castle fire, and the Conqueror, not sure what it was. One mangonel hit, and now the mangonel starting to hit the wall. Conquerors moving forward, but there's the crossbowman. They're gonna be able to defend these mangonels for now. Slam staying on 1 TC for quite some time. Feanor going with the second TC soon, I think. Where's that second TC coming up? Not yet, but he will be able to afford it soon. For now he's going for more siege, another mangonel coming out, and he's starting to attack these walls, so he wants to try and go in. Slam's castle maybe should have been where's blacks with this, would have been a little bit better, but he wanted to protect the right hand side, probably from a sideways attack, and also the monastery. Watchtower coming up from Slam here actually, and Feanor is moving forward to attack the Conquerors here. Courted by monks, or accompanied by monks, which is a very good idea, because the monks are going to be pretty good against the Conquerors as long as they're protected, and that means Slam needs to wall with houses here, and a watchtower was forced to go up. Feanor now has that second TC up and running with a few farms, and the third TC actually coming up on the main gold. I think he will in the fourth TC, not so far ahead in time, and now even going with Scorpions. Interesting decision, the Conquerors moving around to maybe try and go for a double-sided attack, but I think Feanor spotted them. He can see that this is wall, so he's going around on the left. University coming up from Slam, and he still needs to wall this. The Conquerors are moving out to attack those 4 or 5 Scorpions, not heavy. One going down, but 2 going down, but also 1, 2, 3 Conquerors probably falling. So 2 Scorpions and 3 Conquerors, probably a good fight even for Feanor here, because those Conquerors are actually costing food. Now the crossbow moving in, and those 2 were converted, I guess. I didn't see it. Slam trying to go around here, but Feanor was able to convert a few of those Conquerors. Let's go to like 80 speed. No, let's go 85. It's alright, I think. And now fully walled here, Slam again, but Feanor still not giving up with the attack. He's still being annoying, and he's pulling out villagers numbers, while Slam staying on 1 TC, and now gold money both are finally coming from Feanor. A little bit too late in my opinion, but he can afford it right now. Was preferring to get crossbowman and +1 of course, and there's a good amount of Conquerors on the map here. Loom coming in from Slam, and that means Slam will try to go in and get rid of that forward. Actually a watchtower, another watchtower being put up on that wood line, so Slam wants to make sure that he cannot get surprise attack, and Slam's clicked up to Imperial Age. Feanor doing Sanctity right now. Let's see what Slam's plan is. Feanor is not close to Imperial Age yet. He doesn't have the 4th TC up yet, and Slam now getting annoyed with the Conquistors on that not gold TC. He's going to attack the TC actually. Once he's hit Imperial Age, he will be able to do more monk upgrades, and then he can convert Siege, of course, and the crossbow from 12 range. This is going to be huge. Boatkinner coming in now, but Slam is on the way to reclaim the map a little bit. Still only with 1 TC, and that's a problem in my opinion, but he's going up relatively fast, considering he had a lot of Conquistors produced. Now Feanor has to go back for a little bit here. Inquisition coming in to make the monks convert faster. Oh, that's 1 monk upgrade more for the Spanish, but we have actually Slavs with that Orthodoxy, which giving the monks +3/+3 armor, and we are going to see that actually. Block printing, Theocracy coming, Conscription on the way, Wheelbarrow and Imperial Age on the way for Feanor. Very late Wheelbarrow, not too good, but he's ahead, 30 villagers, so he will be alright at this point. Monks starting to convert. I think 1 crossbow got converted, and that's 2 monks dying. The last monk on 8 HP. No Sanctity for Slam yet. Atonement coming in, but no Sanctity. Still the monk surviving. Now that castle coming up from Feanor. Very nice position here, covering the main gold. But Slam was up in Imperial Age already. Is going with the second castle and going with the trebuchet now. So he's going to try and claim control. Going around to maybe try and get a few villagers here on the right hand side, but there are pretty much none. And now Feanor needs a plan to be able to get rid of that castle and to be able to fight in battle monks and Conquistors. Slam's trying to go in through this gate. Not sure if he's going to be able to do so. Theocracy, Illumination, Block Printing, Orthodoxy coming in from Feanor, Atonement as well. So he's going for all the monk upgrades, same as Slam actually, except for the fact that the unique techniques are different. And he is going for Barracks now, Pikemen on the way. He is creating a few of those, and he needs Siege for sure. He's got those 3 hanging out, but he needs more to get rid of these castles, and he cannot go for trebuchets because he only got that 1 castle and it's about to go down. Actually Slam with a really nice attack. 1 ram coming in, not sure where that came from, maybe from a Siege Workshop, but it's going down too. And Slam, Sanctity coming in finally, but still not going for any extra TCs. Feanor resources looking good. He's up to Imperial Age. Halberdy coming in, and finally going for a few Siege Workshops. And you're going to see a lot of units here going for a beautiful attack. TC going down. Slam not going in yet. He could have attacked the walls and just go in to be a little bit more annoying. I think it would have been a good idea. Like right now, 2 relics for Feanor. Feanor going with more Siege Workshops. Battering Ram kept them on the way, and those trebuchets are going to hit the monasteries now. I guess Feanor should be able to keep these relics unless Slam can get like a forward castle inside the space maybe. But I know it's not going to happen, to be honest, so I'm going to spoil a little bit here. TC finally up. Second and third TC coming up for Slam here. Is going to take the second gold in the back because his main gold probably running really low. Yep, 200 remaining. Monastery going down. These walls are open, so Slam can now go in. But we do see Halberdy upgrade done, and Feanor is filling rams with Halberdiers. Heresy on the way from Slam. Really interesting to see. I don't think it's worth it at this point because Feanor is not going to go a lot into monks. He is going to be able to convert units from distance, but he's doing siege ram. He's going into full trash and siege mode, and it's a pretty good idea. Slam doing wheelbarrow only now, really late. Feanor got enough stone for another castle if he needs one, going with more barracks. Slam still low on resources, of course he's investing a lot, and he is going around to try and attack the TC and the villagers on his right hand side, but exactly at that point we can see the siege rams moving forward, and what can Slam do here? He's going back. He should maybe wanted to try and convert those siege rams, but look at this. Halberdiers dropped out, 6 siege rams attacking the castle. That's going down so fast. Magyars behind it, and the Halberdiers will be able to take down a lot of units, or at least be disturbing enough to make Slam go back. He's going back right now. He lost that castle. He lost a little bit of his map control, and the siege ram is moving forward. Slam now going for, what is he going to do? More Conquistors on the base. Still going monks? No, not yet. He's going with the castle to protect the TCs, and that extra gold is a good idea. Archer range not going up. Did he do chemistry? Yes, he did. So hand cannon is on the way, but heavy blow squires, 2 minutes of blast furnace coming in. More siege rams on the way, more Halberdiers on the way. The siege rams actually taking down these walls. That siege ram actually going through the inside to take down the wall, which is quite funny to see. And Feanor is starting a big push with Halberdiers and siege rams. Now what is Slam going to do? He's going to try and mass hand cannoneers, of course, but in the meantime he's probably going to lose this castle really fast. Now can he stop the siege ram? The siege ram is not going down, 100 HP. Now a little bit damaged by the watchtowers, but really, what is that? And while Feanor is losing a lot of the Halberdiers, he's just reinforcing, he's getting more of them in. He's got 125 villages working, same military numbers, and that castle is actually going down. Now there's a few hand cannoneers, even a bombard cannon up, and that means the Halberdiers may go down fast. But Trishina coming in for Feanor, which is giving the blast attack or blast damage attack for the infantry unit, so those Halberdiers will be even faster. Next unique tech being researched. Feanor also moving out the Halberdiers to the left hand side. He's patrolling this gold. He's about to go and attack this third gold as well. And he's still being annoying inside Slam's bay. The siege ram still taking out the market now. This castle actually is going to stay up for Slam as far as I remember, but look at this, Feanor is pushing the Spanish player. Usually you expect Spanish to be better, but Feanor with a nice pick here with the Slavs, doing really good at this point, and he's still inside Slam's space. Those siege rams, they're really annoying. Bombard cannon not going down, but the monastery about to fall. No, for now it's standing. I think Slam's relics were in that monastery on the right hand side, now in that one, and more monks on the way as well. Feanor going back for now, but sending trebuchets. No, that's Slam's trebuchets actually, is taking down those with the Halberdiers. Slam in the meantime managed to get a castle up, but Feanor still taking the main gold because only 8+1 range, it's not enough. And now siege rams and Halberdiers taking down this castle. Slam going for supremacy. Last unique tech getting used in the game, getting researched, so his villagers will be a lot stronger. They will be able to defend here. They are not going down fast, and that means raiding will be more difficult. But in the meantime, Feanor was able to take a lot of villagers down here, claim the third gold from Slam, so Slam will have a little less gold than he was supposed to have. And that trebuchet will go down. Slam is parking or staying a little bit in the middle, trying to get more control. This castle is staying up for now. Slam actually planning to get more wards up, but there's again Halberdiers moving forward. And Feanor is just producing a lot of those, getting barracks in, and he's doing really good. He's even getting a castle up on the left hand side. Slam resources looking okay. Feanor a lot of food in the bank. Could switch into elite skirmishers or like light cav hussars, gonna happen later on. Handcart finally coming in for Slam. And Feanor, look at the KD. He's lost more than double the units that he killed, but he is still in a score lead. He has 145 villages, 39 military units, and is still looking good. He's producing a lot of Halberdiers. Now a castle coming up from Slam in the middle of the map, trying to get more control, but Feanor controlling this very important area on the left hand side where a lot of gold is to be mined, and Feanor can still go and is still going for siege rams. He's gonna try and attack this castle. Trebuchet actually up, and there are siege rams moving forward. Not so many Halberdiers here right now, and we have 148 villages for Feanor. That means only 50 military units possible, 151 even. So Slam more military units right now, but Feanor getting more and more resources, and he's still got those two relics, and he's still mining a lot of gold on the left hand side. 56 minutes into the game actually. So now Slam moving into the villagers, saying, okay, I need to try and attack this, and villagers are actually one of my best choices I have, because they're really, really strong. They can take down siege, they can take down the buildings. When sappers being researched, they're gonna be even stronger. I think Slam's even going to research that. Guilds coming in from now. Slam 126 villagers, so technically he's fully boomed, 50 military units, but he is still not able to claim the map. Sappers coming in, actually heavy plow, very late upgrade, and now the villagers and hand cannoneers moving forward to the left hand side. This castle should go down really fast. Sappers was researched, and I guess Feanor will try to hold on to this castle a little bit. His population blocked 150 villagers. He's gonna lose a few here. Actually, that's helping him a little, because he can go for more military units then. Now the Halberdiers moving in to take down monks, gonna be able to take down a few of them. The hand cannoneers, of course, gonna take down those Halberdiers, no problem. But the castle went down, and the monks going down actually. Both players benefiting a little bit. Now, let me see, can Slam see the extra gold finally? He should be able to see it, but he didn't see it. He can see the mining camp, but nothing else. Actually, a bit of bad luck. Onage are coming in, elite skirms, light cav for Feanor, elite skirmisher for Slam, chain binding armor on the way, so he's going with the hussars now. There's actually a lot of stables coming up from Feanor. Look at this beautiful economy, looking really good. A lot of farms, big wood lines here, starting to get a big wood line here, and the Halberdiers claiming the middle again. Onage is actually questionable, but there is not so many monks for Slam on the map. Doesn't have a lot of gold now. A lot of idle villages here. There were idle villages here before. I saw that last time I casted this, not this time. Ballistics on the way, 2-man sword for Slam. Castle and Siege Workshop coming up, but on this main gold, like 300 gold left. That's really not a big problem. Of course, now 11 range means those villagers are getting attacked. And on the left hand side, Feanor is taking map control. He's going in now through that weak point, through that house. Slam quick walling this, and he's gonna use gates here to make sure that Feanor can not just go in, but he's got honor chest, so he can cut trees. Actually, he's doing that right now. Going in the Halberdiers at this point. On the right hand side, this castle is up, a little bit annoying, but Slam is not really going in. He could have gone in on a wood line. It's a really vulnerable wood line actually, but Feanor's eco pretty much untouched. Slam still staying in the middle with elite skirmishers now. Not so many gold units anymore. Siege ram on the way, so he's going his own siege rams now, but Feanor cutting through the woods, and he's going to attack the rest of the economy inside Slam's base. It's not so much. Slam's main economy is here on the top, and Feanor even going to take the honor chest to cut through here. He can see those villagers, so he will try to send some Halberdiers in. Nice shot on those wills. Of course, they're really strong. They can survive an honor chest shot, or maybe even two. And now Halberdiers moving in everywhere into Slam's base. Slam controlling the middle, but Feanor is raiding Slam's economy. Villagers moving out to attack the honor chest. I think Slam's gonna try and revolt here. In the meantime, Slam launching an attack here forward. But there is Hussars, and I think there were villagers around for Slam that were moving towards the front, maybe trying to get to find more gold, but they got slaughtered by Hussars and Halberdiers. So Slam lost a few of his villagers actually, and he's got a lot of idols as well. Able to revolt this, that's good for Slam, but in his main base he's gonna lose his main TC, he's gonna lose pretty much all economy. Feanor even trying to catch those relics. I think that one monk going down to the TC, the other monk should survive for now. And in the middle, Feanor attacking with Hussars, getting rid of those elite skirmishers with the hand cannoneers, using siege rams as well. Slam really low on resources, and then you have Feanor meaty resources. This is just huge. He's sending more Halberdiers, Hussars, and he is just going to spam units non-ending, what do you call this? I don't know, but he's sending siege rams. He can afford that. He is sending more Halberdiers. He can go for Hussars, and he's got 132 villagers, a very nice number, very good economy. He got rid of the castle in the meantime with the trebuchets and starting to attack the siege workshops now. Slam is sending in more elite skirmishers, but you know it's looking bad when your opponent has meaty resources and you have pretty much nothing. Slam doesn't really know this, but he can see that Feanor is still in the score lead. Feanor is raiding everywhere. He got rid of that economy inside Slam's base pretty much, and Plate Alarm, Iron Castle, Thumbling coming in for Slam to fully upgrade these elite skirmishers. Of course, Slam with Spanish getting full trash actually, but he doesn't have gold. And now siege rams and the Halberdiers gathering. How do you call it? Gathering again in the middle to get another good fighting position. Hussars going around from the left hand side. There's a good attack on those elite skirmishers. A lot of those will go down. The siege rams are taking a bit of damage. And Slam is on 95 villagers. Most of them are here. Actually a good economy. Magyars even trying to be annoying. Trebuchets taking on a few buildings. And in the middle, Onagers coming in again to try and get a good hit on that elite skirmisher. Beautiful. Look at this. This is really good. Siege rams taking up a lot of damage. Siege on the way. And Slam now saying, okay, I can't really do anything. I don't have resources, because he's going to resign within minutes. A very strong game, 5-4. There we go. Well played. And Slam calling the GG here. Game 1 going to Feanor, a very strong one, almost a classic game, 1 hour 15 minutes. Let's go, 15 minutes. Let's go into game number 2. And here it is, game 2 between Slam and Feanor. You can see Slam is left, the Indians and the Berbers, and we have Malay and Magyars. Actually, this game we are going to see Slam playing Berbers against Feanor Magyars, and not sure about the choice of Magyars. I think Feanor had an idea, but Slam has a pretty good counter civilization at this point. We're going to discuss it a little bit later. Slam just lost the scout in the middle because, of course, we have that +3 already, so the free attack upgrade for the scout. Both players on the way to Castle Age. We have Slam with 6 villagers on the main stone, so you're gonna get a castle up in early Castle Age. Second stone outside forward. We have one really close to his base. He lured a few deer in, but one kept outside. Third gold outside. There's one relic also relatively close, and then we have the second gold safe in the back. We have the main gold safe in the back for Slam, and extra stone, extra gold. I think Slam scouted this already. Yes, he can see it, which is good for him. So he's gonna go with those camel archers. As for Feanor, we have an archer range up already. He's going for archers again. He's got the main gold safe in the back, the main stone safe in the back, the second gold, the second stone safe in the back, which is really good. Only third gold forward. We have one relic close to space, a second relic close to space. We have an extra gold here and extra berries, and the last relic, I think, is this one in the neutral zone. Castle Age on the way from Feanor as well. Now Slam getting his castle up already. Yes, a little bit behind the main stone. Also going with the monastery. Feanor going with a siege workshop. Now, I think it's it's a good idea to go aggressive again. Crossbows and Mangonel Scorpions worked for Feanor in the first game, as you could see. So this is actually not a bad idea. The problem is Camel Archers, I guess, are a little bit stronger against those crossbows than the Conquistadors. I'm not too sure about it. And in a later game, if it goes to like mid to post-Imperial Age, what can you do with the Magyars? They do get those Magyar Hussars that don't cost gold, the unique tag, but you have camels for Berbers, Maghrabi camels. We have very strong Cav archers for the Magyars, but the problem is camel archers are the perfect counter to that. And paladins, again, camels are good. Arbalest is possible, but I think in the end, the camel archers or elite camel archers with the mobility should be a little bit stronger. I guess you can go for Siege, not sure how the Siege from Magyars looks. It's not the best in the game. Onagers is available, of course, and maybe you're going to see Onagers later on, but it's not easy to play with Magyars against Berbers on Arena, I guess. Not sure how it is on Arabia, but on Arena could be difficult. Now Slam is getting that first relic in, but that monastery is going down really fast, and opening the wall here probably was a mistake. Camel Arch is moving around at this point, +1 is done, but also +1 on the crossbowman. There is monks, 1 monk at least, and there's a Scorpion, 2 Mangonels, so Feanor is going aggressive already. He is getting up a second TC in the meantime on that wood line, pretty close to that second goal, so it's looking pretty good here. And he is moving in, so Slam actually has to deal with a few units inside his base. Village is starting to get the TC up, but there is Mangonels and Scorpions. Slam trying to attack from 2 sides, getting rid of the monk, getting rid of the Mangonels, but a few of those villages are dying. 33 right now, so he lost a few already. So you can see that's like 4, 5, 6, 7 dead bodies already. Slam does not have Loom, big mistake. You should have Loom when your opponent is going in, and this TC for now is not going up. The crossbowman trying to get a few more villages, or at least a few more kills. Actually, one of those Camel Archers going down as well, and now Slam only in 29 villagers, finally getting rid of the attack. There's only 1 Mangonel left. I guess Feanor could have gone for more, but he needed more archers for that, and he didn't produce any more crossbowmen. And like this, Slam should be able to free himself, but not without losing more Camel Archers. And actually, did he lose another villager or 2? I don't know, he's on 31 right now. That monk's still carrying the relic. And Mangonel shot? No, not happening. So now Feanor's push is stopped at this point, and Feanor probably should go with the 30C actually right now. Good timing on the main stone. I like this TC position, enough space around the mill. There's enough space for farms everywhere. This is actually pretty perfect. And a few more houses coming up. Now Slam has a little bit of time, but we do see Feanor still go with Mangonels and Scorpions, so he's still not stopping the push. He's not allowing Slam to like go for a free boom, and Slam only with that second TC, not up for long. Very low on villagers. Feanor bought himself a lot of time actually. The question is, can you go to Imperial Age faster and then attack? I don't know. Feanor saying interesting, not sure what that was about. Nope, don't see it, but I'm pretty sure Slam knows, or at least Feanor knows what he's talking about. And he's still attacking Camel Archer with the Siege. Siege going down, but the Camel Archer is taking a little bit of damage, so actually these trades are not too bad. The villager has to go back. Wanted to repair the Mangonel, no Loom for him either. And now I think we can go a little bit faster, because those few single Mangonels and Scorpions won't really do a lot of damage. At least Feanor won't be able to go in again easily. And Feanor in the meantime going for that boom, going for that 3TC mini boom at this point, spreading his economy all over his base, and he is still on stone, so he will go up with the castle as well. Now Slam, of course, going with the Camel Archers +2, and he's gonna be able to take map control. Those Mangonels, only 6 pierce armor against I think 9 attack, not gonna be too good, and the Camel Archers are really fast. Slam actually moving out of villagers, and that means he should have enough stone for a castle, or almost. He's not far away, and he's going to put a castle in the 4th position for now. Only 1 relic inside Slam's monasteries, and Feanor still going with Siege against the Camel Archers. Actually, it's not looking too bad. A few of those Camel Archers again dying, but Slam going with that castle, and Feanor is busy in the middle. That means he could see the castle. Actually, not sure if he actually could see it. He's still microing those Mangonels and Scorpions, and when you see that castle coming up, I think you need to react, you need to wall, and that's something that did not happen for Feanor here. Feanor now with Mangonels and Scorpions in the middle, but Slam concentrating on the front, and he is going with Petards actually to go in. 1 Petard is done, the second on the way. The villagers, of course, getting reassigned to cut some wood here to get some wood into the bank. And there's 2 Petards moving in. Here we go. Camel Archers moving into Feanor's base. Feanor trying to quick wall this, but he needed to wall here. He needed to wall with the gate maybe here, like here in the house, but too slow. And the Camel Archers with +2 are actually going in right now. Will go on away from Slam. Feanor trying to attack, but Slam got a few Camel Archers and those Scorpions actually falling eventually, not without doing a bit of damage. At the same time, Slam is moving in those Camel Archers. That's a really strong unit, probably in Castle Age, better than the Magyars, which is also really strong. Siege Workshop coming up, fewer houses, but this is still open, so Slam can actually go in, and that's probably what's happening. Yes, Slam moving inside here. Wheelbarrow on the way from Feanor, pretty late again, not sure, I guess it's his meta, it's his choice to play like that. He's trying to wall these camels in. Doesn't have stone for a castle. Actually, castle coming on the right hand side. Yes, that's a castle here. One more villager going down. Loom is done though. That's good. And those camel archers are really annoying. Slam is sending in more even, and he's collecting relics. As you can see, it's 2 relics right now. A few stone walls and houses coming up, but on the left hand side it's still open, and the camel archers still annoying. The Mangonel moving in, but the camels moving away now, so Slam's still microing at this point. Feanor going up to Imperial Age actually, which is good for him, but Slam did a lot of damage on that eco, and it's not easy to transition into Imperial Age. And there's Camel Archers inside your base, actually on the back and here in the front on the wood line as well. So Slam is being really annoying, but doing a good job at this point. Gold mining coming in from him. He's taking that second gold with another TC, so he's got a third TC up and running. And he is actually with few forward units on the farms here. A handcart coming in from Slam as well. No click to Imperial Age yet. Needs a little bit more time actually, but shouldn't take forever because he doesn't really need to produce too many more Camel Archers. And now the Mangonel is taking care of those Camel Archers finally. Base is closed, and I think Feanor should just wall here, make sure those Camel Archers never can go in again, or maybe go with the castle. Do we have stone for a castle? Feanor actually not looking too bad. Oh no, castle coming up right now. Feanor up to Imperial Age. What are you going to do? What's the idea here against the Camel Archers? I'm really not sure what the best approach is. I guess you need trebuchets now to get rid of that castle once you can afford it. Onager actually on the way, probably a good idea. Onager is pretty good against any ranged units, or against most of them, and you're gonna be able to defend at least. The trebuchet aiming that castle. Slam clicked up to Imperial Age though, and while Feanor has enough stone for a castle in the bank, we do see Slam probably going with more Camel Archers. Yes, he's still producing, and once those beasts have bracer, it's gonna be really hard, even with Onagers, to be able to defend here. So this castle not even getting repaired. Instead, Slam is going back to, can you see the gold? He's about to find that gold. He's probably going to take it then. And he's taking a stone on the left hand side. He had map control, so he had time to do that. Stables coming up for him. Bloodlines on the way. Very important to get those upgrades on the Camel Archers as well. They're gonna have 80 HP now. Yes. And getting rid of that forward. So right now, Slam, he had enough time to go up to Imp, get his army going. 32 against 7 military units. And Feanor, what are you going to do? There is no really good counter here. It's really hard for him. He's going to try his best, getting more castles up. Scaleman and Pikeman on the way. Halberdiers is probably not the worst idea. Maybe elite skirmishers as well to go for some trash and siege. That could work. The problem is Slam is going to go for pretty strong camels, Camel Archers, maybe even Janitors. That's possible for him, of course. Cavalier on the way from Slam, instead going for heavy cavalry, actually. Interesting choice. So the Feanor doing, are producing a few units. 121 villagers working, almost all of them are working, but not a lot of production going on right now. Woodkinner on the way. Feanor doesn't really have a lot of resources, so his villagers weren't working for too long. A lot of idle time actually caused by Slam. He's going with another castle. That's going to be attacked really fast. Did Slam lose the stone? I didn't see it. I don't know. Maybe it was taken down. But Slam is going with another castle immediately, and he's got a lot of Camel Archers on the field. Ring Archer on the way. Feanor doing Halberdier. That's a good idea in my opinion, but he needs a lot of units. He's only at 15, and Slam has now a flourishing economy. Ooh, this villager is going to die horribly. 2 wolves, that's not going to happen, but Slam is not going to find anything anyhow, so he's taking this extra golden stone. Cavalier is done, and we have chain barding ammo on the way. We have Camel Archers, not elite yet, but Slam is not so far away from getting the elite upgrades, and 4 or 5 trebuchets actually hitting those castles. The Camel Archers getting a free trebuchet here as well. Now the trebuchets even hitting the Camel Archers, probably a good idea. A few Halberdiers moving out, but still Slam double the military units. Heavy plow Boso only now coming from Feanor. That's a big mistake. Should have had that a long time ago. Heavy plow is alright. Should have gotten that earlier probably, but Boso is really, really important. Elite Camel Archers coming in. Magrabi Camels upgrade coming in. Now, those are pretty much fully upgraded now. Plate barding armor on the way for the Cavalier, and that means Slam has a really, really strong army combination. 5 trebuchets. Good shot from the Onagers, but this is going to be enough. Only 3 of them are there. The Halberdiers are falling fast. Good shots here on the Camel Archers as well, but they're still surviving. They still can attack. Actually, Slam taking down all the trebuchets. A nice split here. The Honor just going down. The Cavalier taking care of the rest. And Feanor calling GG. Very hard civilization matchup. And Slam going for his first win. 1-1 now. We're going into game number 3. Can you see a problem here? I can. Slam is playing Indians against Malay, and that means problems. You can see Slam clicked up to Castle Age, Feanor not even up to Feudal Age, but look at that research bar. It's going so fast. Malay advancing 80% faster, and this is going to be a really hard game for Slam because Malay is just a very strong civilization. Let's go for Slam's map first. Main gold for him forward. Second gold inside but forward. Main stone forward. The second stone outside on the far end. One relic close to space. Second relic, third gold outside. He's actually got an extra gold here in the back, but he cannot see it yet. I'm not sure if he's going to find it later on. Extra berries doesn't really matter. He's gone to the stable to probably get a few scouts or maybe even camels up. Let's go for Feanor. He's clicked up to Castle Age. 33 villagers, but he's gonna be there at 1543, and that's really huge to have so much economy already. So the Malay eco bonus is really strong here, going with a few scouts actually, but he needs to go back now, and the scouts from Slam actually going in. Does Feanor have loom? No, not yet, but he should be able to get rid of these scouts. What is Feanor going to do here? Going to TC on the main gold, going with one TC for now. No, second TC coming up somewhere. He's got, yeah, there it goes. Close to the woodline, close to the main stone. It's good. The scouts actually going down because there's one spearman mixed in. I think Slam adding in camels right now. I've seen parts of this game already. Yes, there's the Mangonel, there's the camels. So Feanor won't be able to get map control in. At the same time, Slam needs to win this in Castle Age pretty much, because in Imperial Age, yeah, Indians, Imperial Camels, really strong, good hand cannoneers with +1 range, and those elephant archers, that's what they're called, they're pretty strong as well. Homeward cannons of course available, but what are you going to do against Karambit warriors? They're just so many of them usually, they're so cheap. And then you have good monks, so you can actually defend a monk rush. I think Indians, do they miss a tournament, something like that? I'm not sure about it. And we do see a monk here, one relic only for Slam right now. And that Mangonel beautifully walled inside to try and get in here. Now defensive Mangonel 1-for-1 is good for Feanor right now. And other than the Karambits, you have those cheaper battle elephants, you have the 200 swordsmen that cost no gold, and you have the Forced Levi, I think it's called, or something like that. And that means beating Malay with full monks, or almost full monks, it's gonna be so hard. Feanor picked a better civilization. Slam actually allowed Feanor to pick it. I think he didn't consider that draft so much, or didn't think too much about it. And that means Feanor is gonna stay safe at home and try to mini boom this out. 1065 right now with 3 TCs up and running. Villagers numbers looking better for him. I think Slam got TCs up, a second TC or at least on the woodline. Does he have a third TC coming up on the main stone? But he's behind already. He's trying to go forward. He's trying to attack. Maybe he should have gone with archers and siege tower. That would have been an option for him. But then again, you have the monks and Mangonel, so you can pretty much defend from anything here with Malay. And Feanor probably is going to go on stone to get a castle up soon. 300 stone at bank already. Redemption done for Slam actually, and he's going to attack now. He's getting outposts, which is a very good idea. Gives him a lot of line of sight, gives him a lot of information. He can see those 3 Mangonels, but 3 against 3 means he usually should be able to defend. Nice conversion here from Slam, it was quick, but Feanor also outside, going to be able to convert 1 camel at least. Yes, 2 monks for 1 camel, not too good, but not too bad either. And now that 1 Mangonel, can you get a good shot in? Not yet. Feanor actually was able to re-wall behind, so TC still staying up. Slam is not able to go in, and that means he's going to be more and more in trouble. Good shots here, good dodging the shots. Actually, both players repairing the Mangonels. We can see some pro play here. Both players actually playing really strong in my opinion. Very good games number 1 and 2. And now that castle is coming up from Feanor, so he's going to be able to protect his TC. Once fletching is done, those Mangonels shouldn't be able to get in range, or maybe Boatkin. And Feanor is not so far away from Imperial Age with 82 against 71 villagers from Slam. Slam may also be able to click up soon. Wheelbarrow coming in from Feanor only now, a little bit late, but Slam even later, fletching on the way to the castle with 8+1, and that TC actually still standing, which is amazing for Feanor. Nice defense here. Slam, no way to really go in. Market coming up from him, enough stone for a castle coming up in the middle. 2 stables being planned, and Slam buying a little bit of food, I think, clicking up to Imperial Age. Thing is, Feanor is not far away, except that he is actually massing. You can see it in the flags. A lot of Karambit warriors already, and he's going with the second castle right here on the right hand side. with, I think, 3 TCs. He can see the extra golds. Yes, can see the third gold or second and the extra gold here in the back. Scale normal coming up as well, and he's going to be able to get rid of all these units because the Karambits are very, very cheap and strong enough to actually be able to take the fight here. That's a lot of them already. Feanor also getting the relic in now. He was able to pick one up for free apparently. Doesn't really matter. Bloodlines, hand cannon away, so Slam is planning to go with those heavy and then Imperial camels probably. But what are you going to do against those Karambits? Forging and chainmail armor coming in. Feanor only waiting for the upgrades to finish, and then he's gonna move out probably. Let's fast forward a little bit. I'm going to slow down once Feanor is going to attack. Yeah, and the Karambits moving out here on the left hand side, a few of them on the right hand side. So Feanor is gonna go for a two-sided attack, I think. Sending a little group from the front, and there's the bigger group coming in from the left hand side. 30 military units means like at least 50 Karambits, and we have 25 military units for Slam right now, but that number is going to drop. The monks are actually going to the castle. Look at this. Karambits taking down everything. The camels have to run away. Arson now coming in from Feanor, very important upgrade. I think it makes the Karambits very stronger against the buildings. Yeah, should be that. Feanor also clicked up to Imperial Age now, and he's taking down a few buildings, so he's getting map control. Slam actually trying to wall Feanor out. He's protecting his gold like that. For the third gold from Feanor, the one that is outside, to show you that. That's not even walled in. And is this wall going to finish? Not sure. In the middle, Feanor is still attacking with the Karambit warriors, and Slam only 20 military units, cannot really do a lot here. Now we have that Imperial Age Imperial Age upgrade finished for Feanor. More Karambit warriors on the way, Blast Furnace coming in. They're gonna have the +4 attack here. I think he could also go for some trebuchets maybe. Not yet, but that castle is really not doing a lot for Slam here. Slam is getting a few upgrades, chain barding armor on the way, should go for heavy cavalry as well. And I think we're going to see elite Karambit warriors really soon. Now what is Slam going to do with 121 villagers? Actually a good economy with 4 TCs as far as I can see. He still does not know about his extra gold. And now Karambit warriors moving around to try and find some villages maybe. Same time, a few Karambits in the middle. There is no trebuchets yet. Not really needed. Ooh, and Slam trying to wall, but the Karambits moving in. Gonna be able to take down like 10 villagers of Slam here on the stone. This is a little bit of bad luck. It's really not game deciding. Heavy cavalry on the way from Slam here. And the hand cannoneers could get, yeah, Shatagni coming in, +1 range actually. But look at this, elite Karambit warriors, fully upgraded, and there's so many of them, 47 military units. Let's see how many Karambits that is, 91 already. And Feanor is just gonna move in. He is taking out a lot of villages here, trying to wall, to get in, but Slam quickly rewalling, so Feanor is going back. And I think he's preparing his attack to the middle. Slam trying to wall quickly here, but he should not finish this gate. He should wall this. 7+1 range hand cannoneers, but there's the Karambit warriors moving from the left hand side and the bigger group from the front. So Slam is again gonna lose a lot of units here. Trebuchets will go down, and then Feanor should be able to get rid of this castle. He's sending more and more and more of these very cheap little bastards, elite Karambit warriors, elite Karambas, I like to call them. And look at this, this is just crazy. It's like goth spam, but with, looks like children, but they're just so dangerous. Elephant archers won't really do a lot. Now Karambit warriors even moving in to attack villages here. This is not looking good for Slam. Feanor using Malay, very strong here. Very good game by him, and he knew what he had to do. He is playing really well at this point, and I think he should go in the 2-1 score and get a match game even against Slam. So, ooh, nice choke point here for Slam. That's actually pretty good, but is it going to be enough? The castle going down, even Trebuchet is being used, but only the elite Karambits, 47 military units again, so we're close to 100 Karambits once more. Yes, that Cav Archer was a misclick, and Feanor is now cleaning up this forward here in the middle. His economy is pretty much undisturbed. Trebuchet on the right hand side, the castle going down. Petards actually being used, and Slam calling GG. Calling good luck next round. It's not good, no. We're going to see at least one more game, but it's a match game for Feanor. It's best of 5. So we're going to see game number 4 right now. Very strong game, but very good use of the Malay by Feanor here. And here it is, the match game for Feanor against Slam. We have hidden free pick from Magyars, Berbers and Vikings. Now Slam probably saying, I won with Berbers in game number 2. Why shouldn't I go for that again? And I think it's a good choice. Up to Feudal Age for the Market Blacksmith coming up here. Not going for any stables or something, but he's on stone. He's got a main gold safe in the back. He's got the main stone safe in the back. The second gold safe in the back. So a good map for him actually. He had deer inside. Second stone forward outside. Actually this gate is blocked by the tree. A little bit unlucky. Could the tree up that? No, I don't think so. One really close to the space. Third gold outside on that corner and another relic here close. But this map is looking pretty good. A little bit of a scout fight happening. Looks like Slam's going back right now. And Feanor apparently, just like his brother, likes Vikings here. And I can understand it because Vikings really strong economy. And this time, no archer range or anything coming up from him either. Market Blacksmith coming up. Interesting to see. His map actually not so good. He's got extra gold and extra stone in the back. This is nice. Also the second stone safe in the back. But the main gold forward, second gold outside, and third gold even more outside. So all the golds around here. This could be a difficult game for him. Let's see how he's going to play this. One relic relatively close, the other relic on the left hand side here also pretty close, and there's one in the neutral zone and an extra gold here as well actually. Let's see how this game is going to progress. I think Slam's up first, so wonder what he's going to do. The castle will come up for him. The question is, where are you going to put it? Probably like around here, somewhere in front of the mill, or do you have villagers forward? No. Waiting for a little bit of stone, not the perfect build order this time, but it's looking pretty good as well. Castle coming up, also on the way. And he's still with 5 villagers on stone, 6 now, a little bit less. So he can go for extra castles, extra TCs if he wants to. Monastery also coming up for him. And he's going to go with the camel archers again. Fletching not done yet. Let's see if he's actually going to do it. Yeah, fletching coming up. As for Feanor, what are you going to do? Double monastery. Interesting to see. Oh, that's a new approach. But against camel archers, maybe it's going to work. Town center coming up on the main gold, not too far away from the woodline. Again, a lot of space around for farms. I like the TC placements of Feanor actually. Pretty interesting. And there is the scout still alive against the scout and camel archers that heal up. Yes, scout being healed. Another TC on the woodline and that second gold. I like this. Second stone, sorry, not gold. I like this TC as well. Did you do Boso? I'm not too sure. I think you should have done Boso. And now starting to collect the relics. One is in already. These monks, do they get Sanctity? I'm really a noob sometimes. I don't know if the upgrade is possible. This monk may be caught. Can Slam see it? Apparently not, because this monk is just walking. And one camel archer and a scout being converted. Good job here by Feanor. Lost a few monks, but probably worth it. He bought a little bit of time. 50 population and house, not too good. Now house is coming up. And Slam doing both Conquerors right now. Does he have a second TC? No. Going for one TC only. Interesting to see. I have no idea how this game went. So I'm gonna be surprised what the players are going to do. More camel archers on the way with +2 now. But the monks with 9 range are actually able to chase those camel archers back, which is amazing. Look at this. Slam is going back actually. Hiding or fleeing from 4 monks. I guess Feanor should go back now. But he's got that one camel archer as well. And Feanor 56 against 43 military villagers. With 9 against 11 military units, so he's fine in that regard. Now he's gonna lose a few monks. He's got 2 camel archers left, so that's one more conversion, I guess. 2 more monks moving in, and there's a forward castle coming up for Slam. Very aggressive Slam, also close to clicking up to Imperial Age. And now let's see what Feanor is going to do. Imperial Age click actually happening before 24 minutes. Feanor is not far away. Does he have a second building? No, Siege Workshop coming up right now. And then he will have the resources to click up. University coming up in the back as well, and he is on stone a little bit, so he will get a castle up sooner or later. He can see this castle coming up, of course, but this time he is pretty much fully walled, except for maybe right here, but it's not a big problem. And he's still got these monks waiting, which are going to heal units and going to make sure that Slam cannot just walk in. 1 ram inside, actually. Interesting to see. 2 relics. So Feanor is fine at this point. Even a score lead, both players on the way up to Imperial Age. And now Slam is going to try and mobilize his strong units, his camel archers and maybe camels even, but what is Feanor going to do? That's the big question for me. Maybe Arbalest, it's a possibility for him. He should be able to mass more, seeing that he's almost double the villager numbers and a way better economy. Slam is up to Imperial Age first, but little does he know, Feanor is not far behind from him, or maybe he knows. He's going with villagers too. What is he going to do here? Is he going for the stone? Outpost coming up forward. Maybe he wants to go for another castle, but there's the Imperial Age upgrade, and I think putting a castle up here would be a very big mistake. Slam's actually going for that. Interesting. Block printing capped ram coming in for Feanor, and Slam trying to move forward, but now fully walls except for the one tile, I guess. One trebuchet up here for Slam to start and attack the house. This house is going to go down pretty fast, and Slam is going to move in. We do see pikeman upgrade done for Feanor, a few villagers dying actually for the higher cost, which is repairing the house. And now 9+3 monks is really good for block to have block printing as the Vikings. Siege ram coming in, and that means he can convert, Feanor can convert camel archers from far distance. Ooh, that Woodline is really exposed. Slam should be able to see it. Can he? No, he cannot see it. Doesn't have a trebuchet there. Trebuchet only one there in the middle. Chemistry in the way, but siege ram is going to be really helpful here, and siege ram is a good idea against those camel archers. Maybe lead skirmishers behind that or the pikemen. No halberd upgrade from Vikings, but it's not a big problem, I guess. One castle up in the back. The question is Feanor actually going for elite berserkers later on? Don't really know how good they are against the camel archers. Now Slam, 52 villagers. He is now facing the siege ram push. This gate should go down really fast, and the siege rams are approaching this castle. Slam doesn't have units to like face the siege ram. It doesn't have siege close, no mangonels, no nothing, and that means the siege rams. Look at that siege ram train, beautiful. It's going to be really strong. A few pikemen in mix to attack villagers even, and this first castle is going down. That siege workshop is not going to be finished. Neither is this one probably. Slam is only on 1 TC. His economy not really looking good. 800 gold in the bank, but what can you do? And now the camel archer is going to try and block the way of the siege rams, but no chance in hell. The siege rams alone are actually able to take down the castles here. Slam doesn't have any chance to stop this. Now instead he's moving forward, trying to attack the villagers, but the castle coming up from Feanor in the middle of his base where the main TC was before. And Feanor suddenly in a good score lead, and a very strong economy lead, and with a lot of population more, getting rid of 2 castles and that siege workshop, a few converted camel archers actually, and those siege rams are not easy to stop. Look at this, they're moving forward, taking on the siege workshop. That mangonel and a trebuchet are probably going to be next, and I don't think they're going to be able to approach the castle, but Onager coming in from Feanor, so he should be able to get more army out, and he's going to be able to deal with those camel archers. Going 1 TC, probably a mistake for Slam. He's going on the castle at home, but Feanor will try and strike back probably. Gonna go with more units. What is inside those siege rams? I guess it's some pikemen. Siege rams moving forward. Release the pikemen. Not happening, but should be soon. Feanor is just saying, let's move forward. Nice shot with the Onagers, injuring those camel archers really bad. Chieftains on the way to give them, I think it's against camel units, I believe +2. And the siege rams attacking the barracks now, and probably going to go for those castles next. Are the pikemen going to drop out? Yeah, there we go. Now the pikemen are moving out to attack the camel archers. Siege rams attacking the walls again. Siege rams a really strong unit. Arson, conscription, iron casting coming in. Feanor must feel happy right now because he's pushing Slam again, and Slam only 60 villagers. Those siege rams will go down, the castle will stand up, but there is going to be more siege rams and more siege rams and more coming up. More pikemen on the way. Are we going to see more castles? Castle number 3 coming up here now. 2 relics for each player. That's actually pretty fair. It's working pretty good for now. The new arena map, the relics are distributed fair and not like 2 in one base and the other 3 really close. More siege rams moving forward. Now Slam finally going with double mangonel, but the siege rams are faster because they're filled with pikemen. Those mangonels actually going down, and then there's again 3 siege rams attacking the 2 castles. Pikemen still around to attack the camel archers. Slam needs to use villages again to fight this, and he doesn't have so much stone probably to get more castles up because he lost 2 of them already. Actually 400 stone in the bank, but again he needs to repair, he needs to invest more stone, more time, and more than double the economy for Feanor. He's enjoying this, I think. He is going with more pikemen into siege ram, and the attacking groups are getting bigger and bigger. Now siege engineers coming in, very important upgrade. Elite camel archer actually. Very good for C, but no bloodlines. Bloodlines missing, this is huge. Blast furnace coming in to fully upgrade those pikemen, and I'm not sure if arson was researched. Did they get arson? I think so. And now that's 5-8 siege rams moving forward. That gate will go down so fast. The mangonel died fast. And I think now it's the time for those camels, for those castles to finally say bye-bye. Camel archers will stay alive. There's nothing that can kill them for now. The pikemen are not going to be strong enough. There's not going to be enough. But the main goal from Feanor is to get rid of these castles, because then the elite camel archer won't be able to reduce them, won't be able to reduce them, sorry for that. And one castle staying. Okay, good job for Slam, but that's only one castle left, and we have 4 castles for Feanor already. He's sending more pikes, more siege trams. The pikeman slash halberdier and siege combination worked really, really well for Feanor in these games, and he's sending more. He's looking really good right now, fully boomed, and going to pressure Slam here more and more. Looks like Slam is about to lose this game and drop out of the Master Arena 5 tournament. The champion from Master Arena 2 is in big troubles here. This castle finally going down, the siege from taking down, and now Slam, well done, good luck next, and GG being caught. What an amazing series, Feanor, congratulations, really, really strong play, better picks, and you weren't afraid to like go in to pressure Slam, to put aggression on, and then to boom in the back, get away stronger with more economy, usually with more units. And congratulations, man, you're gonna go far in this tournament, I hope at least. So Slam actually dropping out, and this means one of 3 champions, Viper, Eddie, and Slam, is out already. Slam is not going to participate in this tourney any longer, and Feanor advancing to the round of 16. I hope you enjoyed these games, and see you in the next sets. GG.